Hi, the next thing that I wanted to discuss is um, adding texture to your work and playing around with the tools to better determine what works for you. So, for me, at the beginning, I was finding it a little bit challenging um, to get the skin complexion to look as blended as it is when I usually paint things. Getting skin right is very key to all of the work that I do. And so, as I was exploring and playing around with all of the different tools, I found the smudge button and slash option to be the best option for me to be able to blend things together. Um, when you click on a tool, you have the option to um, one, decide how large of a area you will be smudging, um, and two, you get to adjust the intensity of said smudge. Um, in the beginning, I found that if I um, had the intensity too high, then I would run the risk of smudging the colors entirely to the point where you could see the original doodle, and that wasn't what I wanted. So I would usually adjust it um, to a little less than that, maybe like 50% or below, to do the smudging and stuff. And so um, you'll find that I smudge the skin complexion um, overall to give it kind of a natural appearance of softness. And then I would go back later on, and using the color palette that I had already created, I would go back and switch to either the pencil, or a drier paintbrush to give texture to the hair, um, the skin, and try to give it detail. And I feel like that worked best for me to be able to add beauty and flow to my work, while also making sure that the details that I had initially wanted could still be fabricated. Something else that I also found extremely interesting was using the speckling option that they have. I really enjoyed it. It's an option that I like to use to add texture to the overall body of work, to add freckling to the body, to add beauty marks, um, subtle scarring, and just make the work feel more natural, realistic, and enjoyable to the viewer. Um, it was extremely fun to be able to play around. You could also use it just to, add freckles to the face or try to add an element of texturing. But I really appreciated being able to work with this layer, include it, and stack it, and what would change with it in regards to the density of the freckling and stuff. So you'll find that, for instance, for me, I really wanted to add the speckling to the chest and the shoulders, as shoulders I tend to add highlights to. Um, and so it was kind of like a reference to um, when the sun hits the body, and sometimes it's like in certain areas it leaves a little bit of freckling, a little bit of maybe like a sunburn, just something small, but adds up in my opinion. So yeah. Thank you so much to Adobe Fresco for commissioning me and giving me my first introduction to digital work. If you like this work and or would just like to see more of my experiments and shenanigans, feel free to check out my stuff on Instagram and on Etsy at Chiommani. Thank you.